And I haven't
as
been
the
able
Dodgers
to
defeated the rival Giants
have
9-3.
come out recently.
And that's the show. The trade
I got
deadline is only
2K
hours
tourney
away, so
recently.
don't
I've been
forget to
playing a
check
lot
in
of
tomorrow for a
that.
full recap of the day's events.
And I started school recently, so it's been a lot of work. As you can see, the Blue Jays are 71-41. Juan Soto currently leads in MVP voting, though right behind him is Chris Sale, who's having an unbelievable season. Like, I mean, he's getting paid. He's 32 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's gonna be getting paid till he's 39. But I mean, looks like his deals. He's playing worth what his he's pitching up to what he's been paid. I've made some trades since the last episode. Don't remember what I went over in the last episode trade-wise that I made. But, let's see. You see Robbie Ray, I think he was there in the last episode. But we also traded Steven Strasburg to the Yankees. Pretty sure I went over that too. He got traded for James Paxton. But then we made another deal with the Yankees. We got Gary Sanchez. We had to give up a very talented, young, starting pitching prospect, a catching prospect, and Tony Walters. But we got Gary Sanchez to be, yes, our backup catcher. Then we also got Mitch Haniger. We had to trade 90 overall reliever Chad Green and Heath Hembree to do so. And I know what you're saying. Oh, but you had Aristides Aquino. You have JT Realmuto. I want to win the World Series. And we were kind of getting held back. We were kind of getting held back at the backup catcher position, and I'm not starting Gary Sanchez, even though I probably should. Yeah, we were getting held back, and I just did not want Tony Walters having to maybe be somebody we have to call on in a crucial situation in playoff time. So I figured Gary Sanchez, if we want to win, then we might have to give up somebody who could end up being a Cy Young one day. Mitch Haniger, another person. I mean, Aristides Aquino, he's good. But Mitch Haniger, he's having a pretty okay season. I mean, you see his stats are pretty similar to Aquino's. Aquino has quite a few less at-bats. But I wanted more depth. We didn't really have a backup outfielder. Mitch Haniger, just somebody I like to have, so we got him. Now we got Aquino on the bench. And Donaldson I was close to trading, but I want to keep him on the team. He's got 1 year left. I might trade him in the offseason. I was actually super close to trading him because his contract's so big. I decided I'd give him like a week to see if he can prove himself, put him in some games. He came out and he swung the bat like crazy. Is there a way to check like last 10? Well, either way, over his last 10, it's been crazy. Like, look at this. He's putting up so last year, he had, well, if we go back here, and then down to his MVP season, you see at the bottom 2015. Here, I'll highlight that, and then the top year right there. He won the MVP this year, didn't the year after. Oh, no, now I'm too far down. Okay, look at the top and then look at the highlighted one. He hit more home runs than he did in his MVP season, got only 5 less RBIs, walked a little less, struck out a ton less. He had a better average. He's not putting up the same numbers this year because he only has 61 at-bats. But in those 61 games, in those 246 at-bats, he scored 40 times. Like, he's hitting 268. He's been huge, and so he's not getting traded. Juan Soto, I don't even know what to say about the man. He's crazy. He's about to win an MVP. He's 22, and he's insane. He's amazing. And it is the trade deadline, so I would like to try and get somebody else, but I don't know what else we need, honestly. Our pitching rotation, Blake Snell, amazing. Severino, not having a bit of a rough year. James Paxton, he's putting up insane numbers. That's all you can say. His numbers are insane. Sean Manaea, again, kind of rough, but still think he can come through when we need him to. And Robbie Ray, he's been solid. Domingo Germán, he's been doing pretty okay out of the bullpen. I mean, I pitched him a lot for a reliever, so... Like, look at him and then look at... Well, actually, Aldo Reyes is not a good example. Like, Ryan Tepera. He's pitched 84 innings out of the pen. Reyes is not doing bad. He hasn't gotten a huge sample size. Ryan Tepera. The man is a beast. He's only pitched 20 innings. He has a .9 ERA with 20 strikeouts. Kyle Crick, lights out. Leclerc struggling. Hader, lights out. Again, awards. Paxton and Snell both there. American League, whatever. I don't understand this. Like, why is there only 2 people? Why is Hader not in this? Whatever. Batting champion, that'll go to Soto. So yeah. And I want to make a deal. And the person on my radar that I'd like to get is over here. Reyes Maranta. But they kind of want too much for him. I don't want to give up Jose Leclerc when we're in a position to win, when we really have a shot at winning the World Series. And I don't want to give up too much to get somebody who's probably going to walk in the off season. So, I mean, I would be willing to give up a okay prospect. The problem really is the money. I'll probably let Maranta walk in the postseason. They can have George Clifford Ling. Like, here, we'll go do that right now. They can have, what was he, George Clifford, is that his name? George Clifford, and I think Ken Ling was a second baseman? No. You want Jermaine? I might be willing to give you Jermaine, because I don't really care, but I want to see Ken Ling. Oh, now they don't want Ken Ling? No, they're taking Ken Ling. Where's Ken? There he is. Good old Ken Ling. So then they wanted Jermaine. Again, the problem's going to be the money. Where's Jermaine? Huh? Oh, maybe he's a starting pitcher? There he is. Like, I could offer up one of these closers. Like, one of them. And then I could take, like, George out, because I don't really think they actually want George. George isn't very good. And that would probably be a deal that worked in our favor, but no, we don't. It doesn't work from the money standpoint. So that's what I'm trying. Because if we got Reyes Maranta to fit in that bullpen, and like, it'd probably make sense if I traded somebody like Ryan Tepera. I don't want to trade Ryan Tepera. I mean, his ERA is great because he hasn't really pitched. I mean, could I keep Mark Farr if I threw in Tepera? I don't want to give him up, though. Like that, I don't, because he's a good player. But Reyes Maranta, I mean, not having a great season, but not having a bad one. I love his pitching form, and he's just a solid pitcher. So, Ryan Tepera, one of the last OG players on this team. Last people left who started here. And, looks like his time will come to an end as well. Or not. Because apparently now I can't get enough. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? There's nobody. Like, our team is it's such a deep team that a lot of these people I don't want to get rid of. Oh, would I really have to give them both of them? What if now I threw in Ken? Yeah. Now you want it. It's so close. I'd have to throw in... I would have to then make a trade right after this. Actually, I guess I could. If I went down here and I asked for, like, that guy and that guy. Okay, fine. We don't need that guy. So, Ryan Tepera and two really good... Oh my goodness, this guy right here is super good. But since we're trading Tepera, now I'm definitely going to keep Maranta. Look at that. Look at that velocity. That K per 9. Alright, I'm going to make this deal. As the playoff push continues. I mean, yeah. Alright, here we go. I don't want to do this game against Baltimore, though, so let me quick manage a little bit. Maybe we'll throw Maranta in this game, depending on his stamina. So James Paxton on the mound for us. You can see his stats there. Been pretty lights out, all things considered. I mean, Chris Sale is having an MVP season, and he's a pitcher. That's not easy to do. So, it's probably going to be Sale winning the Cy Young unless he really falls off in the final 2 months. But, I definitely don't regret trading Steven Strasburg to get James Paxton. That sucks. I wish he didn't give up that home run. Another solid outing, and he'll hopefully, at the end of this, be 14-3. Reyes Maranta strikes out the side. He's up a single. Bases loaded. Tie game. Wow, not the way he wanted to start his Blue Jays career. The Orioles fall apart. So Maranta will end up getting the win. Paxton will not. Yes. No, I don't actually. I don't know why I did that. So, with that, we are at...
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the American League East, the Toronto Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Orioles, 7-5. Also from Toronto, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive relief pitcher Reyes Maranta, relief pitcher Kurt Karn, and one other player from the San Francisco Giants, and will send back relief pitcher Ryan Tepera and 2 other players.
The only person
the
here
Red
so
Sox
far is
got
like
11 hits
David
overall
Robertson,
as they defeated the
maybe?
visiting Fightin' Phils 5-2. The Yankees broke up
None
their
of these
5-game losing
really
skid
my
as they
eye.
took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 3-2.
No.
The
I'm
Detroit
happy with our
Tigers
team.
snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Indians 7-6.
Oh, who was
The Rangers
it? There's
had
somebody
12
that's going to
hits
be a
as a
free
team
agent
as
this
they defeated the
upcoming
Twins
season.
in the Twin Cities
And
5-4.
I'm going to try and get...
The A's
And
allowed
that's
only
why I might
5
have to
hits
trade
as a
Donaldson.
staff as they took
Scherzer.
down the Chi Sox in front of
Scherzer
a
is
home
one
crowd
person who
4-3.
I might have to get
The
because he doesn't have
Angels
a high
combined for
projected
10
salary.
hits as a team as they
But there was
bested the
somebody who had a
Mariners in
really low
Safeco Field
projected
4-0.
salary, and I want.
The Houston Astros knocked out 12 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 7-6.
I don't remember who it is off the top of my
Royals
head.
combined
so
to allow
to
only
look.
4 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 6-0. Justin Wilson earned his 4th win out of the bullpen, leading the Mets to the win over the Cardinals 2-1.
I'm not sure.
The Reds got 12 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Marlins 8-2.
Oh.
The Chicago Cubs totaled
Why
11
are they
hits
showing
as
the
they got
minor
the
league
win after
logos?
some free baseball against the Pirates 7-6.
Jose Peraza wouldn't be a
The
bad
Rockies
pickup, but we
put
don't
together
need more
10
bench
total
players.
hits as they got a road win against Arizona 6-5.
You know, that's for
The Atlanta
free
Braves
agency.
hit 3
2
long balls as they
That's not what
grabbed
I'm worried about. That's why I like having a 4-man bench, because people need days off. Donaldson doesn't come through there. 3-run shot. Whit Merrifield has been killing it lately for us. Like, I don't know what it is. He's not even a home run hitter, but he has definitely had some pop in his bat the past few weeks. And I would definitely take that. He's giving us some extra strength out of that leadoff spot. 3-run shot. That's why we kept Josh Donaldson around. Okay, they get another homer. And Naya, his ERA is not looking too pretty on the season. So I don't really care about it at this point. It's really only Paxton's and Snell's that I care about in this season. They just walked us off. I should have subbed him out. Oh, man. That would have tied us for the divisional lead, too. Wow.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Orioles halted their 6-game losing streak as they took down the visiting Blue Jays.
We'll be playing a former Blue Jay in Ryan Barucki. Wow, I traded Ryan Barucki so long ago. He was gone in year 1.
Let's play ball.
Oh my God, that leadoff home run is Robbie Ray. Alright. Got one back, so that's nice. We'd like to get a bit more than one. Jeanette, can you come through? No, he cannot. No, we're not getting any bats in this one. Go, leadoff single for Andujar. Mitch Haniger ties it up. Alright, 1 out, 2 on. Mike Trout up, now 2 out. 3-run shot, Mike Trout. 6-3 lead. 6-5 lead. And Robbie Ray in line for the win. Kyle Frick. And get the job done. Bases loaded for Haniger, who strikes out. 2 outs now. And that'll be our error. Wow. Error lets another one score. And a single. There we go. JT and Richard Jackson. And a 3 RBI double from Whit Merrifield. Don't really want to wear out Kyle Crick, and we'll just bring in Amon to finish things off. I'm not too worried about it because we had a 6-run lead. We win it. So here we go. The game we are going to play in a tie for the divisional lead. Alright, here we go. Taking on the Cleveland Indians in Toronto. No. Alright, there we go. They can wear those. We'll rock these. Quick counts are gonna be on as always. Mike Trout has been running ragged lately. Alright, fine. Well, in that case, we're gonna put Soto in center. Actually, we'll put Soto in right. Haniger in center, Aquino in left. It'll be Soto, Rendon. Alright. So here we go. Yep, you see Soto still leads the league in homers despite not hitting one in a really long time. This stats over the last 10. Are we going to see Donaldson? Of course we're not. Blake Snell hasn't been doing very, very well as of late. Not worried about it. Here we go.
Downtown Toronto and the
CN
Rogers
Tower
Center,
there.
the home of this edition of
We're
baseball
in Toronto,
on the show.
Canada.
Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Cleveland Indians.
We will actually be still a half a game worse.
So stepping in, Tyler Naquin, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
A very good season.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
Probably won't
guys,
be too
as
long
the
until they
Jays
clinch
take
their
the field
division,
here tonight, 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last
good
time out.
division.
Yeah, Maddie, this place is buzzing right now. This
2-2
team won the
pitch
opener
from
of the series
Snell
yesterday.
to Naquin to lead off the game is driven.
Jumps on
Deep
this one.
center
It's
field,
high and deep
and
to
Blake
center.
Snell, a Cy Young candidate,
to
is
lead
taken
off the
deep to
inning.
lead off the game. Tyler
Standing in
Naquin
now,
puts a
Jackie
damper
Bradley
on
Jr.
all these Blue Jays
Fouled off.
fans' day. And, well, that's not the way anybody here really wanted to start this game off. It's 1-0.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Back and strikes out Jackie
now
Bradley
a moment
Jr.
here for the Indians starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Perez is definitely a guy to
now
watch
here we go.
This is a pitcher he's had some good success against in his career. He's hitting over 350 against him in a pretty good amount of at-bats.
Pitch again.
You can bet they're both aware of that, and we'll see
Snell
who gets
will
the
get
better
another
of who
swing
today.
and a miss. Sanchez, the catcher for this one.
Throw to first will take
Sanchez is being platooned
actually on the
actually.
put out, and there are 2 gone now.
Sanchez
Now
is
it's
better
the
against the
world
lefty.
all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. First at
2-2
bat for him
pitch.
as he enters play third in
And
the
the count is
American League
full
batting
on
race.
Francisco Lindor.
3-2 now. 3-2 pitch.
3-2 to Lindor. Swung on and missed. Blake Snell strikes up the side after giving up a leadoff home run. That leadoff home run did give the Tribe an early lead. Wait, who's their catcher? They got Salvador Perez.
Into the box
Took him
now.
from division rival Royals. You see here, same as always. Took him from the division rival Royals.
In the batter's box here at home.
And
Something
now
to
have
keep an eye on
a
in this
really
one.
good catcher. That's the one thing the Indians
Merrifield
really have
behind,
been
a ball and
lacking
2 strikes.
these past few years.
Classic
Good
case
catcher.
right there of an off-speed pitch,
picking
and
up
that hitter's
Salvador
eyes
Perez,
lit
though.
up, and that front shoulder
And
went
that,
flying.
honestly, that's
He's got to
probably
find
one
a
of
way
the
to keep
reasons
that
they're
thing
doing
tough and
so
play with the big
But
part
that
of
was
the
a
field.
worse
And a
position.
base
Really,
hit, so
in my
early
opinion,
trouble
that's
to
the
lead
worst
off the
position.
inning.
Can't
We'll
fault
pick
the
up
pitcher for going
one of the
back-to-back
better catchers
changeups
in the
right
league.
there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back.
Leadoff single
made the
for Whit
adjustment.
Merrifield.
He's
Now
able
a
to drive it for
3-2
a
count
base
on
hit.
Paul DeYoung.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Did he go?
Now here's a check
No,
swing,
says the
and
first
they
base
appeal down to
umpire.
first.
DeYoung works
No
a
swing.
walk,
So that's ball
and
4.
nobody is out,
Juan
and there
Soto
are
to the
2
plate
men
now.
on.
He currently
For
sits in
Juan
first place in the
Soto.
home run standings despite a lack of production in recent games.
There we go.
Yeah, I know he hasn't found the
Rayo
power
hitting
chord in the
third,
last
'cause
10
Trout's
games.
out of the
Homerless
lineup.
over that
He will
stretch.
slap that one down into left
Meanwhile,
field.
this ball gets
Merrifield
down.
will be
It's a
sent
base
to the
hit.
plate. The throw is
Tag from Perez.
in
He's out
time.
at the plate.
And there's one away. Tying run gunned down at the
In now is
plate.
Anthony
No
Rendon.
RBI
He begins
for
this
Soto.
one as the 4th leading
2-1.
hitter in the American League.
There's no way
Now
you
Anthony
can forecast
Rendon.
this kind of
He's
season
4th
from this
in
guy. Not to
the
take
American League in
anything away
average.
from him, but I don't think many
Might
people in
drop
baseball
down after that
consider
one.
him to be
He
one
flies
of the
out to
league's
left.
best
And the throw from right field got Paul DeYoung. I don't know who that was, but they're making the Capital One Premier Plays on
coming
Quick
off
Pitch
a 3-hit
at midnight.
performance in the loss
What
last
a
night.
throw.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Now a 2-1 pitch.
Lifted the other way to
Into
left
left.
center.
Aquino can't catch it. Wow. He ran a ways to get to that
Hey,
one.
there's
and
another base
bounced
knock right
off its
there.
glove.
Hitting streak now up to 8
Now
games. Yeah,
Salvador
no doubt about it.
Perez
Game.
steps into the
I was
batter's
starting
box.
to think about
3-1
him a
count on
little bit.
him.
You know, you get
Ryan
past that
O'Hearn on
week,
deck
you
for
just know you're locked in.
Cleveland.
They start
Perez
talking 8
drives it
games, now
pretty
you're
well
like,
out
I
to
got a nice
left.
little hitting
Aquino,
streak going.
he's having to
Number
walk back.
72 is there, and
He
he'll
will
bring
get
this
under
one
it
in.
for out number 1.
Now in the box,
Now a
Ryan
2-2
O'Hearn.
pitch to
Previous
Ryan
history with
O'Hearn.
Blake Snell.
Fly
He's
ball
1 for
left
2.
field.
Left
I thought
fielder
it was
giving
going south,
chase.
so I was going to try and
He
make a
gets
diving
there, and
catch.
that's the second out.
And Aquino diving into the stands will make the play for out number 2.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Bohr. He brings an
Justin
average
Bohr
in the
will watch
60s
the
into this
fastball
one.
high,
2 balls and
2-1.
a strike to Bohr.
Now the 2-1 pitch fouled off. Count runs even at 2 apiece. Sanchez calls. Snell will miss outside.
3-2 now.
All right, 3-2
Full
count with
count
2
now.
outs. The runner
Swung on and
We'll
missed.
have to
Blake
leave it
Snell
there
has
as
4
this is
strikeouts
strike
through
3.
2 innings.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Now
He
Mitch
went deep in
Haniger will lead
contest
off in the
last
bottom
night.
of the second.
Now the
after,
1-1 pitch.
inning
Misses for the
that
second
could have
ball.
been big for the
Fellas,
Blue
we
Jays
check out
in
the
the first.
Tribe as they
Didn't
begin here
result in
tonight. They suffered a bit
anything
of a setback
after
last
some
time
good
out, but not to
outfield
worry. They're
assists
still
and maybe
6-2
some poor
over their
base running
previous
from
8
the
ball
Blue
games.
Jays.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with
Haniger
huge
grounds it
lead,
to
double
Jose
digits
Ramirez
right
at
now,
third,
and
one
climbing,
away.
playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start
Well,
resting on your laurels.
in the inning, Miguel
I
Andujar
look at
comes
it
up.
the other way, man.
He has
You
been
guys are
hitting
all right.
very
You kinda
well
Get some
in
guys
his
off
first
their
full
feet if
season
the
as a
manager
Blue Jay.
wants
We
it.
got him at the trade deadline last year.
This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry
that ended up working out and helping us to a World Series run. That is all it ended up being.
Stepping in for the Jays, Aristides Aquino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way.
And Aristides Aquino says he wants his starting spot back. It goes foul. Wow, he crushed that one. Just foul.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch. Another one off. At least Aquino, even if he does go down in this at-bat, he's working a nice long one and getting the pitch count up.
That ball's headed for
that ball ripped into the gap. That was one hop the wall. A two-out stand-up double for Aristides Aquino.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup.
That ball was hit on a line. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has a chance to tie or even give the Jays the lead.
It might have been out of here.
That will be a sinker low.
And he lays off the pitch down and away.
Head in the count, 2-1. And the rookie, you've seen him a few times against his former club.
High and deep
Don't
to right
exactly
center.
remember what he's done
on the move.
Guerrero got way under that one, almost hit it over onto the roof of Rogers Center. And the inning's over. So we'll sim forward a little bit here. 2 pop-ups and something else. Nothing going. But now with 2 outs and a runner on second, Juan Soto steps in.
He'll look to bring home that tying
1
run
for 1 in the
with
game, but looking to tie it up here. He swings and fouls off with low changeup. Run the count even at 1-2. Not even. Run the count to 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Barucki. Ripped to right field, and Juan Soto ties up the game in the third. An RBI stand-up RBI double for Juan Soto. And this ball game is tied. Now Anthony Rendon, hitters count 3-1.
Ready with the 3-1.
And he hits it right back up the middle. Diving stop by Rendon. The throw to first, not in time. Soto.
Major league effort just to make
wow. I thought he was going to be third. He was not. Almost an RBI go-ahead infield single for Mr. Anthony Rendon, but it was not. Now finally gets another strikeout, and Juan Soto will go deep in his next at-bat. His first home run in quite a while, and it comes at a good time to give us the lead. And then a 2-run shot, another single. Juan Soto is 4 for 4. Wait, single, double. He needs a triple to complete the cycle if he gets another at-bat. It's a 4-2 lead. Jose Leclerc got brought in. Hopefully that doesn't mean Snell got injured.
Hitter, 3 for 10.
That
he
would
also
really
has
suck.
1 home run. Look out. That one almost got away from him.
2-2
now.
2-2 count.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball
Leclerc
has played a
get out
big
of this
role
jam.
in today's outcome. Dan Dero, what are your final
This
thoughts
could
on
be
what
one
we've
of the
seen?
bigger at-bats of the game.
just
Jose
non-competitive
Ramirez,
pitches
one
in
of the
some
better
big
players in the
situations,
league.
Dan, and the
Of being
offense
infield
man.
fly, there's 2
One
down.
of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today.
Now Francisco Lindora. He hits it well to right field. Over the head of Mitch Haniger. 1 run will score. Only 1.
At second safely as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run
And it's a 1-run lead. Justin Bohr steps
Ready for
in.
another chance.
Sorry, that's
Corey
Corey
Dickerson,
Dickerson.
as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with
1-2
that
pitch.
equalizing run just
Slider
90 feet
hit
away at
into
third.
left. Aquino
This
is there.
right
The
to him
game
in left as he
still in favor of the Blue Jays.
ready once again. Aristides Aquino.
Here we go.
He struck
Bottom
out
of the
swinging in his
8th.
last trip
Aristides
to the
Aquino
plate.
to lead
Yeah,
off.
but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action
He
on
will
that
foul off
pitch.
the
Look
changeup.
for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to
1-2
rush a
pitch.
heater right here.
And he almost took Whittegren's
That's
head
a
off.
base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean,
almost took his head off.
This guy's ear. That was a scary moment. Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right?
Vladimir Guerrero
really
Jr.
close.
0
That's
for
one of
3
the
in the
things
game,
that most pitchers
steps
fear.
up.
That line drive that zipped right by your head.
Jay's
Wow, that
looking
was
for
awful
some
close.
insurance. He
Naquin
will fly
patrolling
out.
center makes the play, 1 out.
1-run lead will not be safe against
So
a
runner
team
at first
like
now
the
with
Indians.
1 away. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez.
Gonna warm up Josh Hader in the bullpen.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing by Sanchez, and this
rips
one
it to left field, and I don't care how much you can climb that wall. Line drive, 2-run home run. Gary Sanchez makes it a 3-run Blue Jays lead. Now Whit Merrifield up with 1 away. And we're going to look to tack on more for our averages. And
that was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble
hopefully
that a
that'll be enough for Hader to come in.
Chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses
shut down
over
the
the
tribe. And
great
yeah,
pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes.
3-1 count. Paul DeYoung up.
So that brings in the
another
acquisition
at the trade deadline last year. He'll work another wall.
2 for 3 with a home run and a
We
double.
need a triple from Soto.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Juan Soto. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double.
2-1 pitch.
High fly ball out to
It's
straightaway
well to
center.
center
Naquin's
field.
on his horse.
And
He
it'll
gets
be
there
caught.
to make the play.
Anyway, yeah,
and that
DeYoung was
ends
brought in to be a nice bench player for us in our playoff run
Here's the
last
catcher,
year.
Salvador Perez.
But,
and his guys
he
need him
ended
to
up
get
having
things started
to
here in the top half of the ninth.
Start
Josh
because
Hader
of
comes out of
late
the
injury
bullpen to shut
to Whit
things
Merrifield.
down here in the ninth.
Josh Hader brought in, looking to finish things
Is
off.
taken for ball 2.
2-1 count on Salvador Perez. The 3-run Blue Jays lead. Count runs even.
2 strikes, a
2-2.
crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan,
Umpire rules at ball 3. It was in the zone. And now Hader will walk Perez after a bad call by the home plate.
Don't want to do. You don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2
And
strikes.
now that's a
Whatever
good
you
one
want to
right
throw,
there. Good
throw it
slider.
over for a strike.
1-2.
Working for the punch out and the offer.
It is
and this
slopped
is
into
down
left
the left
field.
line. And that'll make him 1 for 4
The
in this
tying
one.
run is up, and Josh
Take a look
Hader,
at this again in
I
slow
mean, not
motion.
really his fault
He
that
tracks
first
this
run
thing
was
all
on,
the way,
couldn't do much
gets his
about
hands
it.
quickly
So
through the
he's
zone
in some
and
trouble.
just rips it down the left field line. Just
Swing
how
and a
they
miss.
brought
He
it up.
gets
And
Justin
this is
Bohr
swung
out.
on and missed, and boy, they took care
That's
of
a
a key
big
man
out.
there.
Now
One
Jordan
away.
Luplow.
The 1-1 home.
Thrown behind
Takes off
Luplow.
inside, and he gets away. And he's
that's
going to make it up to third here as he advances on the
rough
wild
outing
pitch.
for Josh Hader as 2 runs now
Perez
in
at
scoring
third.
position.
O'Hearn is over at second with
Fouled
1 down
off.
in the inning.
2-2. Hader can't get a strikeout with that one. Fouled off by Luplow.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Maybe trying
Inside
to back
count
him up a
is
bit there
full.
with the fastball. Tyler Naquin is on deck. And this is
Swung on and
missed.
missed.
So they come
Strike
right
3
after
on
him,
a
and it
high
remains second and
fastball.
third, but with
2
2
away.
now.
Naquin homered to lead off the game.
And
And he will line out to DeYoung, and the Blue Jays win it.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball
No
game
run
is over.
score in the
And tonight's
ninth.
comes
Your
to an
winning
end,
pitcher is
6
breaks
to
now.
3
He went
for
7
the
innings,
Toronto
so allowed
Blue
4
Jays.
hits, 8
Win their
strikeouts, 2
40th
earned
game
runs,
in
and 2
front of a
walks.
home
The loss
crowd
go to
this
Ryan
year.
Barucki.
Blake
2
Snell
and 5 innings,
records the
allowed 9
victory,
hits, 4
his
strikeouts, 2 earned
13th
runs,
of
and
the
2
year.
walks. And
Josh
save goes to
Hader
Josh
hammers
Hader.
down
He
the
went 1
save.
inning,
He
allowed
has
1
6.
hit,
So
struck
that
out
just
2,
about
no
does
earned
it for
runs,
Mark
and a
DeRosa,
walk. And
Dan
the player of the
Plesac,
game is
Heidi
Paul
Wani,
DeYoung.
and our
He went 2
entire
for 3 with a
crew.
home
I'm
run
Matt
and a double, and that'll wrap up this episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise.